The bighorn sheep population on the Hart Mountain Antelope Refuge dropped from 149 in 2017 to just 68 individual animals last year, continuing a long-term decline that began in the mid-90s. The downward trend puts the population at risk of disappearing without some kind of intervention. State and federal wildlife managers have already canceled hunting for bighorn sheep on the refuge.
Some of the things that are of concern are juniper encroachment on bighorn sheep territory, invasive plants, and then one of the thoughts is that maybe cougar predation is something that is not helping the population. So with this bighorn sheep plan, we're going to look at all of those options and see how we can work all of them in to see if they improve the population.
I think it's a combination of things. Predation is one of them.
In 37 years of professional guiding, Chuck Messner has helped nearly 100 clients harvest trophy bighorn sheep, many of them on Hart Mountain.
I think that they took too many rams, too many of the mature rams out. You know, they used to issue 42 tags. Years and years ago, there was 18, and then it went to 27, then it went to 42, and it was just too many.
Last year, 19 sheep were captured on the refuge and fitted with GPS collars to monitor movements and track their survival. 8 of those 19 bighorns died in a year's time. 6 were killed by cougars.
30 years ago, if you seen a mountain lion track, you really thought something. Now you have a better chance of seeing a mountain lion as you do a sheep. You know, that's changed. And we can hunt them in the state, you know, without hounds, but you can't hunt them on Hart Mountain.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service believes long-term habitat degradation and high cougar predation relative to the small sheep population are contributing factors.
So with the plan, we're going to use all of our best available science to see what our best options are. It's really important to know we haven't made any decisions. We're still writing this. The notice of intent will go out to the public, and we'll ask the public for their comments on this. But as of right now, we're not saying we're doing anything because we don't know what we're doing yet.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service will ask for public comments on a draft environmental impact statement in October. Public comments, especially those that address factors influencing the bighorn sheep decline, will be used to develop management alternatives that could help restore the population to a self-sustaining level. A final sheep management plan for Hart Mountain should be published by March of next year.
I just wish that there was a simple answer. Like I said, I know that the predation is a big factor now, and of course I always hope that the wildlife managers, you know, would stay long enough that they could live with their mistakes instead of transferring someplace else and making the next guy think that everything's wonderful, you know.
If you aren't a hunter and just want to see a bighorn sheep in the wild at Hart Mountain, it's much more difficult now due to their decreased numbers.
You might not see them. They're really hard to find. When you look up at the escarpment for such a big area, trying to find something so small when you're looking far away is really hard.
Even with fewer numbers of bighorn sheep, the 420 square mile Hart Mountain Antelope Refuge remains a fascinating place for people who seek off-the-grid experiences. I'm Brooks Snavely for The Great Outdoors.